married. What is the purpose of marriage? Kurathazhvan was the disciple of Swami Ramanuja. He was in a small village called Kuram. It's between Kanchipuram and Arakonam, about 10 kilometers from Kanchipuram. I'm just narrating a small incident from the life of Swami Kurathazhvan. On a night, he was in fact the chieftain of that village. He was the head of that village, that rather a zamindar or a panchayat head. So he was heading that village. He went around the village in the night to know whether people are peaceful. They are all leading a very peaceful life. He saw a small light burning even at midnight. There was some discussions going on. He peeped into the window, wanted to find out what was the discussion at the middle of the night. There was a girl who is yet to be married, and that girl was crying. The parents were talking about a mass suicide. Can we all kill ourselves? The girl asked, why for my sake you should kill yourself? The father said, whoever is married to you, your jataka, your horoscope says that that person would die. If you get married, the one who married would die. I don't want to kill someone for the sake of getting you married. If I don't get you married, then we are at fault. So we have no other go. All three of us have to die. Kurathazhvan listened to that. Then the next day morning, he called for them. All the three came. Kurathazhvan said, can I marry this girl? They were shocked. If you marry this girl, you will die. Kurathazhvan said, I won't. I am going to live a very long life. How? He explained to them. The purposes of wedding, of marriage, there are two. One, Laukika, other, Vaidika. Your astrology, your horoscope can only talk about the Laukika part of it. It has no influence on the Vaidika part of it. Your stars or your planets can influence your material life. They can't touch your spiritual life. Spiritual life is under the mercy of God. Material life can be a little influenced by your planets and your stars. So he said, we will not have any physical contact. We will not have any conjugal relationships. Instead, after getting married, one can do all the dharma. Artha can be spent in the right way. We can jointly search for moksham. We can jointly enjoy Brahman. All these are possible. So we will get married. We will lead a very pious life. That life should make us happy, and we won't get into a conjugal relationship. If that is not there, I am sure I will survive for 100 years. They were not quite convinced. But Kurathazhvan convinced them and got married, and as he said, he lived for more than 95 years. How was that possible? And let me add one more point to it. Kurathazhvan had two sons, Sri Parashara Bhatta and Vedavyasa Bhatta. And it is said they were born by the blessings, by the grace of Swami Nambarumal, Lord Ranganatha, and not through conjugal relationship. By the prasadam of Ranganatha, Andal, the Dharmapatni of Kurathazhvan, she got two children, Sri Parashara Bhattaryaha, Shrirangesha Purohitaha, Shivatsanka Suta Shriman, Shayase Mestu Bhuyase. Now tell me, was it not work-life balance? How do they arrive at that balance? If I think that materialism alone is the purpose of marriage, then the life becomes stressed, because I don't have any responsibility on the other side. I go to office at 7 a.m. in the morning, I return at 7 p.m. in the night. What all I know is materialism. Because I think the purpose of marriage itself is to earn money, save money, maintain a good family, high standard of living, have all comforts in this world. But that is not so. Dhanam, dharmam, anushtanam, aradhanam are all equally important in this married life. So if you know that, then you have to devote time for that. If you devote time, then that much time has to be carved out of your material life. If you carve out that time, then there is an automatic work-life balance. Life is this, marital life is this, work is that. If I don't recognize the Vaidika part of marital life, then I don't devote time for that. If you recognize that, then you devote time. If you have to devote time, you have to reduce the time engaged in materialism. There's no other go. You have only 24 hours. If you give all 24 to that, yes, that is stressed life. If you carve out and give about 4-5 hours to this, then you can balance your work and life. So work-life balance is possible in spirituality.